This to me is one of the most motivational photos ever. I can only imagine what it's like to have created a company this amazing, to have created a company that has helped so many people, to have created a company that's changed the world the way that Amazon did. And always reminds me of this passage that Ben Shapiro did.
The truth is that Mother Teresa did less good for the world than Bill Gates, as a general matter. Because more people gained their jobs through Bill Gates, more people have a product that Bill Gates created, more people's lives have been bettered through Bill Gates. Mother Teresa did a lot of wonderful things. But the reality of the situation is that what makes your life better than people's lives were 50 years ago is all the new products and services developed by all the rich people who hire you.
Same idea with Jeff Bezos. The way he's helped the world with what Amazon does, and not just the store, all their other services, is absolutely incredible. And to know that all this started with that desk, with that crappy sign on the wall. It's the same person who wakes up every day to continue to make our lives better, who still remembers where he started from. That's phenomenal. That's absolutely amazing and totally worthy of admiration. Now, in this video, I am going to talk about Amazon trademarks, because my name is Andrei Minkoff. I'm the founder of Trademarkfactory, and I've always been fascinated with how, what, and more importantly, when successful companies trademark. So we're going to go through Amazon trademarks in US and Canada, and we're also going to go through the history of Amazon so that you can put two and two together and draw some good lessons out of that. Let's get started. So before we go there, so just some pointers, some historical pointers so that it makes sense. Okay, so founded on July 5th, 1994. Okay, that's when they started. Now in 2018, they made $232 billion in revenue for the year 2018. Not bad. 647,000 employees, right? All these companies that are subsidiaries, and we're going to go through that in this video, at least some of them. You know, we got Alexa, we got what is it? We got their publishing house, we got their AWS, we got Audible, we got Book Depository. I did not know that. That's interesting. You would think that they're competitors, but apparently not anymore. You got Goodreads, you got IMDb, you got Ring, you got, well, Whole Foods Market, you got Zappos, which I also did not know they owned. So they got quite a bit. They got quite a bit of companies that are now part of Amazon. But let's again quickly go through this. So American multinational technology, and look, I know that Wikipedia is not the only source of information. What I'm looking for is a summary, because this video is not about specifically Amazon history. It's more about their trademarks. So bear with me while I give you this quick little tour. All right, so 1994, he incorporated Amazon. And in May of 1997, now that's important, the organization went public. The company began selling music and videos in 1998, and at this time began operations internationally. And following years, sold video games, started selling all sorts of stuff. In 2002, started AWS, and all right, so they did all these great things. So remember the years. Started in 1997, went public 97. I'm sorry, started in 1994, went public in 1997, started selling music and videos in 1998. Okay, all right, so let us look into their trademarks, and we'll start with the US. They filed 1,289 trademark applications, and well, guess what? We're going to go through them. Their first trademark was Amazon.com books. So the trademark as it was filed was Amazon.com books. So he wasn't sure if Amazon.com by itself would work, so he wanted to have books next to it, maybe. And this is a dead trademark, so let's have a look at that. All right, so what happened? It was registered, so he filed it. Listen to this. October 23rd, 1995, okay? So started the company 1994, right? Yep, started the company in 1994. And as we know, it wasn't a quick start. It took a while for this to become something. So he filed his first trademark in 1995. It gets registered in 1997. And then they didn't renew it because they're not really using Amazon.com books as a trademark. But if you look here, yeah, so they just got it. Trademark. So let's see the assignments. This is also interesting. This is interesting. So apparently he had some agreement with Deutsche Bank, and that was released to his company. All right, so Amazon.com Inc. So that was the company back then. And what else is there? Let's see. There's another one in 2007. What is this? So Amazon.com Inc. to Amazon Technologies Inc. That's their new trademark. That's their new company. All right. So that was the first one, Amazon.com books. We got New For You, which is still a live trademark, filed 1998. Okay. This New For You was registered for information services, providing information about retail products to customers, featuring the availability of specific products of interest to them. This is such an interesting wording because none of that could have been accepted today. Because back then, 1998, the whole e-commerce was new, and so USPTO was a lot more lenient in terms of what you could get away with in terms of describing your products and services in a trademark application. But once it's registered, all you have to do is just renew and renew and renew and renew, and they're going to keep the wording. They're going to grandfather you into that wording. All right, so they'll have to renew this one between October 19 to October 2020. So we'll see if they do that. What else do we have? Now we have Amazon. Amazon by itself. And that they also filed in October of 1995. This one is for computerized online ordering service featuring the wholesale and retail distribution of books. So this is in square brackets because they removed that from their application because Amazon is really not doing wholesale. They're only doing retail distribution of books. Okay, Alexa. So Alexa is the service. Let's see. So here, Alexa Internet. This is now it's their wholly owned subsidiary. So it was founded as an independent company. Listen to this, in 1996, right? So it was founded in 1996 and acquired by Amazon in 1999. All right, so let's have a look. What is this? Alexa, founded in 1996, filed their trademark in February of 1997, right? And that's for computer software for viewing information on global computer networks. This is so funny. It's so obsolete. It's way too vague, totally not specific for today's world. So here's another Alexa trademark, also 1997, and this time around is for providing a wide range of information via global computer networks. Oh my God, this is absolutely nuts. Try filing a trademark like that today. You'll know exactly why I'm so fascinated. Now, Amazon.com, 1997, and this one is for computerized online search and ordering service featuring wholesale and retail distribution of books, music, motion pictures, multimedia products, computer software in the form of printed books, audio cassettes, video cassettes, compact discs, floppy disks, CD-ROMs, and direct digital transmission. So the funny thing is, Amazon renewed their trademark in 2018. I wonder how many audio cassettes, video cassettes, and most importantly, floppy disks they have sold recently. This is funny. And but again, they're grandfathered into this wording, and unless USPTO does the check to see if they're really selling floppy disks, they're just going to continue to have this description. Let's keep going. So they got another live one, Earth's biggest bookstore. They got one click, right? That one is the famous one-click patent that they held. That was really the basis for the way the world does business today. If you're thinking of iTunes, Apple had to buy a license to use the one-click patent because that's what Amazon owns. So the patent is now expired, but the name is still there, and they renewed this recently. And interesting. So they have. All right, okay, so they got the maintenance filings recently, but they just haven't been reviewed yet. So the one-click is for computerized online search and ordering service, so featuring all this stuff. So basically they're using the same wording for one-click as they used for Amazon.com. All right, so they got, it says A, but it's got to be the logo. It's this logo. Huh, when was the last time you saw that? And they've just renewed this. Interesting. So they've just renewed this, and as they renew, they have to show, in US, they have to file specimen of use. So let's have a look at that specimen of use. I'm really curious. So they're saying, okay, so that's for Alexa. It's not for Amazon itself. So, okay, I buy it. All right, I get it. Let's keep going. All right. So Amazon.com auctions, they didn't renew. Z-Shops didn't renew. Amazon.com Anywhere, Amazon.com Auctions, Amazon, like all of this. So they had all these trademarks. So let's have a look at Amazon.com Auctions. So they filed it 1999, registered in 2001, and when it came time to renew it, they chose not to, and because again they're not really using this. So question you may be asking is, well, they got all these dead trademarks. Was it a waste of effort to register them in the first place? And the answer is no. The answer is absolutely no, because the investment in registering a trademark is minuscule compared to the value that it can bring. And so if it helped them, get a little bit more protection, if it helped them get a little bit higher valuation, it was all worth it. Okay, so let's keep going. Earth's biggest selection. There's a bunch more Amazons. All of these Amazons. So just to give you an idea. So this one is 2000. So that's their logo. Okay. And they got, this is for class 35 advertising services and online advertising and stuff. And then they got another Amazon also with a logo. And this one is for class 38, providing interactive chat rooms for transmission of messages among computer users and subscribers concerning general merchandise and general consumer goods, product reviews, and purchase information on the internet. Okay, and then we got another one, and this is also for the logo, also filed pretty much the same time, This is for class 39, travel arrangements. All right. And gift delivery, packaging of articles for transport. All right. So let's keep going. All right. What is this? So there's no name. It's got to be a logo. All right. So it's their arrow thingy. And that one is registered for, 39, packaging of articles. And then a bunch more Amazon. So let me just open them all because they keep renewing them. So here's also the logo for class 42. And that's computer services providing search engines for locating information. This one, no image. It's just the word mark, Amazon.com for 42 computer services with 36 searchable database and 35 retail department stores. Department stores. I don't necessarily think that Amazon's got retail department stores, but oh well. Nobody's questioned that. So Amazon, another logo. So class 41 providing information regarding entertainment, education, and Amazon.com as a word mark. So toys, class 28, and bags, class 18. And this is credit card services, so 36. And this is also the logo for credit card services. So you can see the strategy right there. So they're filing for the logo, and they're filing for the name separately, and they're filing separate trademark applications, one per class. In the US, it makes perfect sense because the government fees are the same for the first class as they are for the second, third, or fifth. So really, from the government fees perspective, it doesn't make a difference whether you're filing one application in 5 classes or 5 applications, one in each class. And the benefit of filing them as separate applications is if somebody wants to attack your mark, they have to attack 5 of them. Also, if one of your marks, if you, like for example, forget to renew it, the other one remain. So, and basically they live independently from each other. So if you've got a crazy examiner who doesn't see the value of your brand or doesn't buy your arguments, you may have one application at risk versus 5. And that's even more important because when the trademark examiner sees an application with a bunch of classes in it and they're not sure whether to cite a certain previously registered or applied for trademark in their application, if they go with a yes, usually it would cover most of your classes. But if all your classes are separated among separate trademark applications, then they'll think twice whether the cited mark has anything to do with the particular products and services that you're trying to trademark your brand for. So let's keep going. So FirePad, we got Endless. That was registered actually. Yes, it was registered in 2004. They didn't renew it. So they keep buying brands. And so there's Reflexive, Fire Viewer, like all these. We got Amazon links, which are dead marks. They got Now, which is also dead. So we got a whole bunch of dead trademarks, right? You got Amazon MP3. All right, there we go. Amazon MP3. So abandoned because they didn't file statement of use. So it was allowed, right? It was allowed by USPTO and it wasn't in use. So in the US, you can't register your trademark until you start using it. And so they kept requesting extension after extension after extension after extension until one day USPTO said, enough, you're not getting any more extensions. If you're not using the mark, we're going to just kill it. And that's exactly what happened here. All right, let's keep going. So music lives here, all these buy phrase, don't restrict me, text by me. There's another don't restrict me. There's quite a few of them. So they got all the, now we got Create Space and Amazon Kindle, right? So these ones, so let's see. When did they create So, okay, Wikipedia, and then create space. Let's see when they started this. Ready? Okay, July 14th, 2000. Okay, and let's look at create space. All right, wow, that took them a while. Took them quite a few years. All right, so how about these ones? Yeah, 2007. All right, so that's interesting. So acquired by Amazon in 2005, and still they sat for a couple of years on it. All right, that's interesting. So they got all these, and then we can just go closer to the. All right, so apparently, I really don't like USPTO search machine. All right, so let's see. So they got all these more trademarks. Some of them are still alive, some of them are still dead. So let me just quickly run through this, and if I notice something interesting, I'll let you know. So there's more create space. They just keep going for those. Right? They just keep going. They're like, now we want it. How about this? How about this, ladies and gentlemen? Subscribe and save. This is an Amazon trademark, so they got they filed it as a design mark, but still, it's almost definition of what's a descriptive trademark today. So they can continue to renew it for as long as they renew it. But if somehow they manage to forget to renew it on time, and they're like, oh, darn it, we had this amazing trademark, we forgot to renew it, let's refile. If they refiled this trademark today, they would have never gotten it. Never in a million years. So this they got for computerized online ordering, featuring general merchandise, general consumer goods, online retail store services featuring general merchandise and general consumer goods. And this was filed in 2007, so not as long ago as you would think, but still they got it. All right, and really, if they didn't have the logo, however common this whole thing looks like, it doesn't really look too unique or too distinctive. If they didn't have the logo element, it would have been a lot harder for them to get it. So now they have this trademark. All right, so they got all sorts of this stuff. Right, so and they keep coming back for the same trademark, just adding goods and services. They're like, okay, so we're also selling this. Does our previous trademark cover it? No. All right, let's file a new one. Right. Oh, they got Amazon Basics, which is dead. Interesting. Amazon Basics dead, and we read the manuals. That was their trademark, which is now dead. But it was registered in 2009. They just didn't renew it this year. Interesting. This is fascinating, isn't it? All right, let's keep going. What do we see? One-click web store. Okay, music issued here. Wag Reflex. So that's okay. Goodreads. So they got that one. Amazon Basics. They still have it. So let's see when they created Amazon Basics. Is it going to tell us when they started it? Yes. All right, 2009. So they started in 2009. And where is it? One. Actually, let's see. All these Amazon Basics. So the first one, if their sorting is correct, 2009. How about this one? 2009. So, right? So they were started, again, 2006. Let's see. If they're going to tell us exactly when they're going to do it. Oh my God. Check this out. Check this out. So the article is from September of 2009, right? And you have to see this, blah, 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 da, 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 da. All right. So they say in September of 2009, they launched Amazon Basics. When they filed a trademark, right, June 2005. 3 months before they launched it. Not bad. Now it shows you how they look at their brands. It shows you how they look at their assets. It shows you their strategies, right? And it's absolutely fascinating because, when you realize that this is a company that started from nothing, that started from a garage, that started from a dirty table with some crazy handwritten sign on the wall, and now it's making over $200 billion every year, you can see that from the very beginning, they were very serious about their brands. They were very serious about trademarks. They were very serious about protecting their assets. And that's why they're so successful, right? I'm not saying that the trademarks, any particular trademark registration made them these $1 billion. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I am saying is that their attitude translates into what they do. That's why they're successful, because they treat their business seriously. They treat their assets seriously. They treat their brand seriously. All right. So they got all this, and we can continue on to more. So let's see what we got here. They got Amazon frustration free, still alive trademark. Okay, filed in 2009. Okay, so they still have some time to file the paperwork that they're still using it. All right, so let's keep going. And more Amazon basics. Diapers.com. Hello. Who knew? Who knew? We deliver everything but the baby. That's good. That's good. That's actually very smart. Interesting. Do they tell you that it's an Amazon company? So diaper.com. Was it diaper or diapers? Oh, diapers. Yeah, let's try it again. Diapers.com. What's happening with diapers.com? Site can't be reached. So let's see again. So let's open this diapers.com that says it's live. Filed in 2008. 2008. Okay. And when was it registered? Okay, it was registered in 2010. So they got until 2022 to renew that. Okay, that makes sense. All right. You got Yo-Yo, you got Soap.com, you got all these brands that they started to buy, right? All the domain names. Amazon Score, Video on Demand, Kindle, Amazon, all of that stuff, right? And they keep coming up with more. They keep throwing more just to make sure it gets there. Thing. This is good. They got a trademark for Thing. And Thing was for business services, providing computer database regarding purchase and sale of a wide variety of products and services of others. And why did they not? Okay, so filed in 2004, and apparently didn't renew it, right? Yeah. So yeah, they kept looking for extensions, but in the end of the day, they just let it die. All right. So you got more trademarks, all of these, Amazon Prime. Okay, Amazon Prime. Let's see. I think that's the first time they said Prime. I think that's the first one. So let's see when they launched Prime. All right, drum roll. Okay. In 2005, they announced the creation of Amazon Prime. Right? Launched the program in Germany and Japan. Okay, so they launched it in Canada in 2013. Okay, that's interesting. Amazon Prime, filed in 2005. Okay, check this out. 2005, Amazon announced the creation of Amazon Prime. That's the same year they filed a trademark, right? And they filed a trademark, what was it? Originally it was filed based on use in commerce on the same day. So how does that work? They put it on their website, because with trademarks, trademark use for services is just advertising the service and being able, ready, and willing to provide the service. That's enough for services. So they just put it on the website, Amazon Prime, and they requested a trademark. And so expedited shipping services, freight transportation by means of truck, train and air, and then customer loyalty program services. They've got it all dialed in. They've got it dialed in. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. What else do we have? If I find something, so there's more one-clicks, more Kindles, and all right, so let's keep going. What is nice? Smart is beautiful. Amazon Crossing. So they got all this. They got Cloud9. They got Amazon Coin. They got Be After. They got all this. They got Amazon Fashion. They got RV.me. So they're not shy when it comes to trademarking their brands. All right, so Mad Doss, Kindle Unlimited, Mozart in the Jungles, all of this. Franklin and Freeman. So they're trademarking pretty much everything. Right? They got Amazon Dash, Amazon Echo, they got Amazon, Skip the Trip. So all of these marks they're going after, and apparently they're doing pretty good. Right, so there we go. More basics, more Alexa. They just keep at it. And so we got more Prime. They've got Amazon Go. They've got OpenTube. They've got all of this. More Amazon Primes. They've got AWS Serve, Mama Bear Skincare. So they're starting to expand. Right, the more brands they touch, the more trademarks they have. Okay, and same strategy. They're following the same thing for a lot of classes as separate applications. All right, so it just keeps going. What? What? I love Dick. I love Dick. Okay. Is that really Amazon Technologies? So they love Dick in the field of entertainment in the nature of a television drama series and pre-recorded downloadable audio recordings. All right, so look, this may be a very popular show. I just don't watch TV. I don't do that for a long time. Really, the only series I've watched with much interest and admiration is Silicon Valley. That was funny. But again, I don't know this name, means nothing to me, but apparently they've got the trademark for that. So they got Whole Foods, they've got 365, they got Ring Protect, they got all of that stuff. So you can see the trend behind it. And so that they're not stopping. They're absolutely not stopping. They're unstoppable. So that's what we have for US and Amazon trademarks. Now let's have a look at Canada as well. So all right, so application number. We can start by application number and all right, so these are the new ones. Let's look at the old ones. Okay, so we got Amazon. Who's ready? Now remember once again, is that Amazon the company? Yes, it is. History, all right. Founded 1994, 97 went public, and in 98 started actually selling some stuff. So back to Canada. Let's see when they filed their Canadian trademark. Drum roll. Priority filing, September 96, United Kingdom. Interesting. So what they did is they also filed in the UK, and they used their filing in the UK as conventional priority to file in Canada and claim that date back. So here's how it works. They actually filed their trademark in November of 1996, but because they had previously filed in the UK in September of 1996, they were able to claim that date as well. So once again, 1994, and they filed their trademark 1996. So all of that is I'm sorry, I'm the wrong one. All right, so Amazon.com, one click. So pretty much, so they got what? 527 trademarks in Canada as well. And you will see they're using exactly the same strategy. The strategy does not change. The strategy does not change. They got a brand, they go and protect it. If they use the brand for more than one service or product, they file multiple trademarks. If they got a logo, if they got a name, they file them as separate trademarks. And they end up owning a lot of trademarks out there, right? So they got all these logos and registered and abandoned, registered, abandoned, right? So that's really what we can see. And look, if I were to go through other countries, you'd see exact same pattern. They don't wait until a particular service starts making them billions of dollars. They see, okay, this could become a valuable asset. So let's spend a little bit of money and own it. And if it does become a valuable asset, great, because now we can show the world we own it. And if it doesn't become a super valuable asset, then, well, they got a piece of paper and they don't have to renew it next time around. So this is absolutely fascinating. Let me take you back to this picture. Some of the sources on the web say that it's 1999. Well, by 1999, he was making quite a bit of money. And before that happened, long before that happened, they filed their trademark. They filed their trademarks. And it's the vision. It's the vision of Jeff Bezos that got them to where they are. You can say that now they've got all the money, they can buy pretty much any company. Yes, they can. But if it wasn't for the vision, if it wasn't for that drive to create value for a huge number of people and in exchange get paid handsomely, if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't that he saw his company seriously, look at this. The reason he's got Amazon.com on the wall is because he knows that the name has value. He knows that this is something that inspires him. And by looking at this picture today, I got goosebumps. I really do. Because we all start somewhere. And some of us as entrepreneurs get to the point when they're being recognized and celebrated. And that usually happens just before, the moochers, the Bernie Sanderses of the world start saying that how bad you are and how horrible you are because you're exploiting people. But it all starts like this. You have the vision, you build something amazing, you give your value to the world, and then you get demonized for that. But just going back to trademarks, by that point, they've already owned quite a few trademarks. And that's the lesson I want you to get out of it. If you're building a business and you're serious about it, and you're putting all your energy, all your time, all your money, all your thoughts, you wake up thinking, how do I build this to be a better company today? What do I do to serve more people? What do I do to give more value to the world? Because the only way to make a lot of money in business is to give the world a lot of value. The more transactions you've got where you give them value and they give you money, that's the only way to build a massively successful business. So if that's you, if that's what preoccupies your mind, just building and building and building and building, one thing you got to realize, there's no point, there's no reason in the world to spend $1 out of your pocket or a minute out of your day building a brand you don't own. Amazon understands this. Jeff Bezos understands this. And we'll do a whole series of these videos, and you'll see that pretty much every successful company does this. So they trademark their brands long before they become multi-billion-dollar giants. They trademark their brands as soon as they realize, I think we got something here. And so that's exactly what Jeff Bezos and Amazon did. And that's a great story. Actually, you know what? Before I let you go, there's one article, actually one short snippet from the interview that he did that I want to show you. Hang on. Here's the final thought that I want to leave you with. He was interviewed by the Inc. magazine, and he says, if I'm a superstore, what's to stop me from starting a competing online bookstore? And this is a very early interview, right? Just when Amazon was just a online bookstore. So they're asking him, if I'm a superstore, what's to stop me from starting a competing online bookstore? Bezos. There's nothing about our model that can't be copied over time. But you know, McDonald's got copied, and it still built a huge multi-billion-dollar company. A lot of it comes down to the brand name. Brand names are more important online than they are in the physical world. It all comes down to the brand name. If you watch the movie The Founder, that's what they said there as well. And Jeff Bezos said that as well. And you know what? Jeff is human being, right? He has flaws like all of us. But if I were to choose, I'd probably take advice from somebody who was able to build a multi-billion-dollar empire. And if somebody like Jeff says that brands are important and that they're even more important online, that's probably something I would listen to if I were you, if I was an entrepreneur who's on the fence thinking, well, do I need a trademark? Do I need a brand? Do I need to use a brand in my business? Or do I just, try to convince the world that I got a better mousetrap out there? So that's the journey into Amazon's trademarks. So I hope you found this video useful and interesting. And I invite you to subscribe to this channel because I create videos about brands, about entrepreneurship, about trademarks every day. We post a new one every day. And some of them are about histories like this. Some of these are about trademark screw-ups, basically disputes revolving around trademarks. Some of these about me answering questions about trademarks. Some of these are just generally frequently asked questions about trademarks, trademarking, brands, all this. So if that's something that interests you, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're interested in brands, so subscribe now and get notified whenever the next video goes live. That's all I got for you. I'll see you in the next video.